definitely his song. I mean, it was so weird. He actually died on the day that we started writing.
Talk about what role Brendan played with.
Yeah, well, it goes back to 1983. I had known about him from my father, who was a practitioner of the Masque. That's where my dad used to go to play at night when I was going to school. He would come home from the Masque and tell me all about the new music scene in LA. And I'd be like, Dad, you're crazy, I've got to go to school. And so he basically showed up in Hollywood coming from the UK and wanted to facilitate artists and musicians and give people a place to do their thing. And he was good at it, and he was very humble about it, and you know, he wasn't big on promoting himself, but he was big on promoting people he believed in. And he really connected to art in a substantial way. So when he became the booker for Club Lingerie, which was kind of an institution in the LA club scene in the 80s, we knew that once we had a band, that he was the guy we had to go talk to about getting a gig. So Flea and I spent our last pennies to make a demo tape with about 5 songs on it. And we were our managers, we were our promoters, we were our own record company, we were the band. And we went to him in the middle of the day at the Lingerie. We said, we need to play you our cassette tape. And so we put our boombox on the bar, and we put it in, and we played the music, and we danced all over the Lingerie, and he sat there and very thoughtfully listened to this music, and we could tell that he was blown away, that he loved it. And he said, okay, what are you guys doing next Thursday? You tell us, you're opening for the Bad Brains. We're like, yes, we are. And Flea and I ran home, ecstatic. Bad Brains were sort of the greatest band of that era in the punk rock world that were still going. And that was, you know, the kind of person he was. So we've maintained a friendship, and you know, he knows all of our friends and we know his, and so when it came time, whatever, 27 years later, to do an oral visual history of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, we're like, who should we get to write this book? Let's get Brendan. He's been there from the beginning. He knows the music scene, he knows the people, and we gave him that gig, and he was very much in the middle of that gig when he died. But I will also say that Brendan is a person who I believe was fully realized as a person. So his death doesn't come as one of those impossible tragedies, like why would this? It's like, yeah, we all lost a good man, but he was complete. So when I showed up that day and explained to the band that he had died, because no one knew at that point, without any discussion, I think Josh started playing those chords, and clearly the idea of dying and the beauty of dying and the everything of dying sort of was on my mind, and it came out. And it sat there for a long time just as this kind of riff with melody. And we were like, okay, that's riff with melody, we want to keep that. But we were so kind of feverishly marching forward with new riffs and grooves that it sat there for a long time and just kind of steeped. And then many months later we came back and we're like, you know, we need to find another part for that song. It's really a cool feeling thing. And that's when Josh presented the what would become the verse bit. And I don't think any of us realized how important of a song it would become for this record while we were doing it. I mean, we loved it, and it was on the chalkboard with the other 100 ideas we had. But as we got into the recording process, it just kept rising a little bit. Every time we played it, it got a little bit better. until when we finally played it. I mean, it goes on this journey that I don't remember discussing.
There was no discussion. I don't remember one.
Yeah, but the minute the bridge starts, it just... Yeah.
Just emotional piece of music, you know, and I'm so happy that it's, you know, something.